What is your name and where are you from?
Stephen Boyd, born and raised Texas. I've been traveling the country the past 5 years, and Moab has become my home base, I guess.
And tell me about your experience here at Backcountry PPG and the last 10 days and what you learned.
What I've learned coming into this, having a little bit of skydiving experience, thought that I would know how to kite and to fly and to manage the engine and whatnot, but I've learned that I didn't. It's been a hell of an experience with you guys. We were talking earlier, the personability, the professionalism, the knowledge, the experience, even with Jordan being, and no offense or no denigration to him, but being the youngest out here and having such a wealth of knowledge and easily communicated by you guys, by Mike, by you, by Jordan. It's been an awesome experience through and through. The camaraderie, the laughter, everything. It's really been a joy to be a part of. I do want to say that just in closing, how appreciative I am of all of you guys, as well as the students. Having had some serious and traumatic instances over the past several weeks, this was so very much needed, and it was not only an educational experience, but for me personally, it was very much a healing experience. And I will forever be grateful to all three of you. And God bless you. Thank you for all of it. You guys are awesome, and I love you. If you need an alibi in the future, I'm your alibi.
Sounds good. What is your name? Where are you from?
Tori Sanborn from Denver, Colorado.
And would describe your experience over the last 10 days of learning how to fly.
It's been amazing. We got here and honestly I underestimated the class. It was one of those deals where I thought I'd be here 2 days and be flying. Clearly that's not the case, but very comfortable, great instruction, patience, and the hands-on stuff. Just where Mike or Jordan or you just reassuring and giving direction on what we're doing right and what we're doing wrong, but in a positive way. It's been wonderful. It's a great class.
What was it like, getting that first sweet flight, man?
That was crazy. I was bouncing off the walls for seriously till like 2 in the morning. It was epic. I landed. I could not stop smiling. It's such a crazy feeling. And when you're at 500 feet or 800 feet that first time, you're freaked out a little bit, but it's like you're sitting in a swing set a little bit, and you have the ability to manipulate yourself and just catching the oscillations and everything that you guys described. You guys did a great job. So when I was up there, I felt comfortable, but nervous just because it's something I've never done, but you can't compare it to anything. You really can't compare it to anything I've done.
And how do you feel the instruction and the class structure was for the entire 10 days?
Instruction-wise, phenomenal, absolutely better than what I expected. And patient, like I say, everyone operates and learns at a different level, and you guys do a real good job modifying. In this case, I was the slowest one in the class, and I didn't feel weird, I didn't feel bad. It just took me a little bit longer to feel comfortable to put me in the sky. But I didn't feel any pressure. You guys were very patient with me and let me come up to speed, and it was great. You guys have killed it.
Any final thoughts or things you want to throw in there?
And all I got to say is, if you had the ability to interact with people, that number would go down so crazy. People love it. It's amazing. Any of the people that are into, dirt bikes or motorcycles or any kind of flying or anything, this is just, it's so one-on-one. The nature people, this whole thing, you got to do it. You got to do it. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Well, thank you, Tori. I appreciate that.
And you kill it, Trevor. In particular, you do a great job. I've told you this already, but you're dialed in. Like, you are dialed in. You do a great job. Discount the age factor. You do a great job. The fact that you're as young as you are and as good as you are and as patient as you are, dude, you're killing it, man. You do a wonderful job. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Tori. I appreciate that. What is your name and where are you from?
My name's Carrie. I'm from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Fantastic. And describe your experience over the last 10 days of learning how to fly these butt fan paramotors?
Incredible. Very challenging for me personally, but also very rewarding. Lots of insightful safety tips, repetition, which I need a lot of that, and just a lot of joy as well, actually getting off the ground and flying.
And what was it like learning to fly from, the crew that you chose and this location that you chose and all of that stuff?
Perfect. That's probably more than anything what I would say was the best part of the experience. Not only is the crew, Mike, yourself, Jordan, very knowledgeable and very skilled with the sport, but your approach is very, very easygoing, but very thorough, and you're guys that I would hang out with outside of this sport. So it made it very easy and fun to come into class every day.
Fantastic. And do you feel like you learned the skills and the knowledge you needed to be able to go on and do this sport?
Yes, I'm going to pursue this sport. I'm invested in this, and with the help of Backcountry PPG, I learned as much as I needed to. I will continue to refine and perfect as much as I can, but I can fly.
Tell us what it was like, that first time you ever touched a wing, having never done anything before.
Amazing. It's a bit overwhelming. Actually, at the end of the flight, and I wasn't the only one, and I'll admit this, but after I landed, I actually cried a bit. So it was very overwhelming. Overall, the experience was great. I would recommend this to anyone else. I'm going to pass the information along and the crew that I've met and stay in touch with these guys moving forward. I would do this again.
Fantastic. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you much. What's your name and where are you from?
Kyle from Arizona, Queen Creek, Arizona.
Fantastic.
Yeah, just decided I wanted to paraglide one day, and the PPG thing seemed really cool, so I was like, Google search, and yours was the first one that came up, so got out here, had some paraglide experience, so the ground handling stuff came pretty quick and easy, but definitely still new to paragliding, so it took me a little bit to dial that in. Then once we got that dialed in, added the motor. Definitely at first, like with anything, it's a little bit overwhelming, a lot going on, but just a couple days and it's like you're used to everything, used to the throttle, used to the wing and everything, and then it just starts to be fun. So
Fantastic. So what was it like going through the whole 10 days? Day 1, you've touched some stuff before, you've done a little paragliding. Day 10, you're out here flying without help, crushing the launches, crushing the landings. Walk us through that experience from the first day to the last day.
Yeah, I think you just, the confidence thing is huge. Not gonna lie, after that first flight, I was like, man, I don't know if this is gonna be for me. Like, there's just too much going on. But just each day we kind of add one new thing, and that just really helped to kind of build confidence in everything and be able to just gain that confidence and be able to be a pilot, be able to fly.
Fantastic. Well, hey, what was it like learning from the crew out here? Did you like?
It was awesome.
Did you like the crew, the structure, the location?
Yeah, the structure, the location. I think the amount of hands-on and hands-off that you guys do is really good. It allows you to build that confidence in yourself that you're gonna go off and be doing it on your own, so you don't need someone holding your hand the whole way. So I think you guys do a really good job at giving us that time and space to be able to figure it out on our own and be able to learn for ourselves and kind of make our own decisions. And I think early on we were making weather decisions and trying to decide where we were going to go that day, so kind of leaving that up to us. And yeah, the crew was awesome. Mike and Jordan and you just crushed it. Really the amount of knowledge and skill that you guys have and are able to kind of pass down to us is awesome. The amount you're able to do in 10 days, and I was definitely surprised at how physically demanding it was. I thought I was in your packet it talks about getting into shape, and I was kind of no, I don't need any of that. And I'm at day 10 and I'm pretty smoked. I was napping in the truck before we did this, so it was a good time though.
Good. Well, any final thoughts, things you want to leave us with, outbursts of emotion?
No, just thank you guys. Thank you for all your time and effort and everything you guys put into this. I know there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes to make this all happen, so I just really appreciate that. And just yeah, glad I chose to do this, and glad I chose Backcountry PPG.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Kyle.